Friends, guests, and adventurers of all ages, tonight's show is for the brave, the fearless, and the dangerously curious. Witness feats of strength, daring acrobatics, and mystifying magic. Get ready to have the most astounding night of your life. Welcome to the Circus of Wayward Wonders. Welcome to Roll for Combat, Three-Ring Adventure.
Hey everyone, welcome to Roll for Combat 3-Ring Adventure. I'm your GM and host, Stephen Glucker, and in this week's episode, it's back to the circus, and anything that could go wrong does go wrong. It's going to be a fun show had by all. So one of the big selling points of this adventure path was the circus mechanic, where PCs can actually put on a circus. And, of course, they have the subsystem. And Paizo likes to do this. Paizo likes to add subsystems to a lot of their adventure paths. They've done subsystems for building an actual town, and that was like in Kingmaker. They've done subsystems for mass combat. They've done subsystems for, well, in this case, running a circus. Now, the problem with some of these subsystems is that they often don't have a lot of room in the rules. So these systems only take up like maybe 6, 7, 8 pages, and they kind of wear out their welcome, at least in my opinion, after you do them for the second or third time. And unfortunately, I believe that the circus system is in the same boat. That the very first time we did it, it was a lot of fun. The second time we did it, it was okay. But that is where the GM comes in, because there's one thing I like to do is mess things up. And oh boy, do I mess up this system. Especially this week. So I don't allow them to just go and perform a circus, because that would be way too easy. And no one wants to hear everyone just go in and roll dice and come out perfectly fine, do you? No. You gotta add drama. You gotta add conflict. And that is where I have added new rules to the circus. I've expanded the circus mechanic. And, well, I don't want to spoil anything, but let's just say that when things go wrong in the circus, they go really wrong. And people have to start thinking way outside the box and realize, wait a second, what you're doing isn't covered in the circus rules. What do we do? And the answer is, you better figure it out, because that's right, they're not covered in the rules. And I say, if you're going to be playing one of these adventure paths, if they're going to have one of these mini systems in the game, that after the first or second, third time, once the players get the hang of it, start to mix it up. Start to make things happen. Start to make the unexpected happen. Because if they keep expecting it to be relaxing, then they're going to get complacent. It can get boring very, very quickly. Not just for you, the GM, but for the players, and that's the last thing you want. You also want to keep them on their toes, because that's your job. That's your job as the GM, is to make sure that they're never too comfortable. And if they get too comfortable, well, they get complacent. And if there's one thing you notice in these last couple of episodes, they sure got comfortable. They have been having birthday parties, they've been hanging out, they've been talking. It's been a fun old time, but those days are numbered, and it's back to basics. And in my case, basics means horrible things happening to the PCs and those around them, and they need to fix them ASAP. So one question I'm sure I'm going to get asked after this week is, hey Steve, how much of that did you make up and how much of that was actually in the adventure path? And the answer is, most of it actually was in the adventure path, so I can't give credit to myself for taking all this cool stuff and putting it in. Everything that's going wrong from last week that's getting carried over to this week, that was actually in the adventure path. And some of the things that are going to be happening this week was also in the adventure path too. I just expand upon it and make it a little bit more complex and difficult. But that is also me knowing my players. I don't think you should always do that. Like, I really turn these up to 11 and I make it really hard for my players. But A, I know they can handle it, and B, I know they appreciate it, and C, they like challenge, and I'm making sure that I'm pushing them so far that they really have to start thinking outside the box. They have to figure out new ways to accomplish what they need to do, because if they try to use standard tactics, they will not work. And they have to figure out ways to apply unique solutions to a unique situation. You'll see what I mean this week, but it's a good way for you as a GM to mix things up and keep everyone on their toes and keep everyone invested in the story. Anyhow, with that, let's get to show notes. So for RPG Superstar, things are going along swimmingly. As you all know, we put up new artwork every single Saturday on the Patreon. Just go to patreon.rollforcombat.com and you can check that out. Also for $5, you can listen to the shows early or watch us or do both. That's right. You can actually watch us live. We usually record Sundays for Three Ring Adventure and Mondays for Agents of Edgewatch. As I say, usually. And we do it almost every single week. Occasionally we have to move it because someone might have a conflict, but we always try to record no less than once a week for every single show. And you can watch us live and talk to us and hang out with us. In addition, make sure you do check out the Discord channel. Not only do we have a spoiler section for Three Ring Adventure where I post pictures of every single map and every single encounter so you can see what everyone looks like, but you can ask questions, you can talk to me, you can talk to the players, whatever you want. You can come by and check that out. That's just at discord.rollforcombat.com. Plus, we have tons of games starting. We have more Pathfinder and Starfinder Society games that I know what to do with. We just started our 426th table. And that is a lot of tables. So make sure you check that out. But with that, let's get to this week's exciting episode. Here's the deal. The people in the circus are freaked out because it looks like they're trying to recruit them. The animals are sick. It looks like Hap should be able to, within the next hour, treat them enough that if they needed to go on, they would, but with negatives. The clowns came down with clown lung, and we need Hap or Otteron to fill in for the clown role, or you're not going to be able to send in the clowns tonight. Darius is looking around the crowd, can't find anyone, and Hara is sneaking around the backstage and still doesn't find anyone that is up to no good. Go.
So Otteron would first continue looking for Darius Alhara.
Rob Pontius is playing Otteron, Uncanny Otteron's cauldron of curious concoctions, a human witch of curses.
So if they can find Darius easy...
You find Darius.
Rob Termarco is playing Darius Varus, Darius's daring destructions, a half-elf monk of the mountain style.
You find Darius. 2 minutes later. He's 7 feet tall. He's easy to find.
Darius, can I talk to you quickly, please?
Yes.
The animals are sick and Hap is looking at them, and also the clowns are sick, and
What?
We need either someone to act as the clowns, or we will not have them this evening.
Let me find Alhara. Maybe if she can do her act, I can be the clown.
I can ask Hap too, since she was not going to
Oh,
perform.
you spoke to Hap? I thought she was a mess and unconsolable.
She is better now, but looking at the animals, the professor was quite terse with her.
I was hoping she would get it together, but... Alright, well, I'll find Alhara.
And I will go back to Hap. So Otteron's going to head to the animals.
Okay. While that is occurring, Alhara is sneaking around, and I presume you're like going under the stands and like trying to go to all the shadowy areas that they might
Sort
be.
of. I mean, she's trying to hang out actually more near like the crew area. She wants to try to catch this person in the act, or at least figure out who they are. And she figures that she's well known enough that if she's just like standing around, they're not going to present themselves. So she's hoping that by being a bit more subtle about it, she can coax them out into the open.
Vanessa Hoskins is playing Alhara Varus, the amazingly agile Alhara, a half-elf gymnast swashbuckler.
Okay. That's fascinating. While you're doing that, you notice something on the ground, and it looks like a ticket. But here's the thing. It's not a ticket to your show. You notice a silvery ticket marked with an ornate CM logo.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
I'm going to investigate the ticket.
You pick up the ticket, and sure enough, it looks like it is a ticket
Celestial
to see the
Menagerie?
Celestial Menagerie.
Gosh,
Now,
those jerks.
whether or not someone just dropped it, I mean, who knows?
Yeah,
It could just be
no.
someone dropped it, or someone could be giving out tickets to the competition at your own show. They are playing hardball tonight, I tell you, damn.
They really are. I've got a plan for this, but I'm going to pocket it. For now, how close are we to the start of the show?
Half an hour.
Half an hour. I have an idea, and it may cost us some money, but I don't care. Here's what she's going to do. So she is going to go backstage, and she is going to find the professor.
Not hard, because he's running around with the head cut off like a chicken, because he's just, there's a lot going on. He's like, what's going on? What? Hurry. I got a million things to deal with.
So I have this idea. I found this on the ground, and she'll present the silvery ticket. I think they're giving free tickets away to the Celestial Menagerie, but what I'd like to do is give everyone who's got one of these tickets and trade them in for essentially for a free show to our next performance. But I want to do it after the finale. Like, I feel like we're going to have a really great show, and I think we should have our finale, and we should do great. And then we should
Celestial Menagerie's been here for years, and it could just be here to... People do this all the time. This is not an uncommon tactic to try to give out tickets to other shows. It's just, it's unfortunate it's happening here, but to be honest, I didn't... it wasn't unexpected. So why don't you just keep that in mind, and let's just see how it goes. But I think it's an excellent idea. I gotta go check somebody else out. But keep that in mind and see if you find any more of those tickets. And he runs off to take care of another emergency.
All right.
Oh, you could say something quick while he's raw. You can walk and talk with him.
You see that Celestial Menagerie jerk? Send him my way. And she sort of twirls her staff in excitement.
So don't worry. I think they'll find you before you find them. And he runs off. Who's next?
That seemed like a GM hint.
Who's next?
Can Darius find Alhara?
Oh yeah.
Alhara.
Well, now because it's 15 minutes, you found her with the professor.
The clowns, they're sick too.
What?
All the clowns have come down with a severe case of clown lung.
Do they use protection?
I think they've been using the cheap makeup, but I think it was sabotage.
Yeah, seems that way. Seems like we're going to have a great show.
We either have no clowns tonight, or I can be the clowns.
Wait, but if you're the clown, who am I supposed to perform with?
Do you have a solo act?
I could have a solo act. I'm wearing all this demon makeup, so I'm not sure what that'll be, but okay.
Alhara, the daring demon. The devil of the circus.
Daring
devil
demon.
demon.
I'll take it. We'll have to have someone fill in your space. Who do you want to go on in your stead?
If I'm the clowns, can there just be no clowns for our act? I can't part-time clown?
No. Can I talk metagame for a minute?
Sure.
Please do.
A level 5 act is probably more important than having clowns if you're going to replace it with a level 1 act. Now,
but don't forget that we're auto-resolving all of our acts, so we're going to have a bunch of -10s coming out.
Lauren Sake is playing Hap, the Starlight Sparrow, a human fire elementalist sorcerer.
And the clowns protect us from crit fails.
You're not auto-resolving. There's no auto-resolve.
What do you mean auto-resolve?
You set that up to where we auto-do our acts. We cannot
you have
stop.
to
We
roll.
do all 3 rolls.
Oh, yes.
Which means that we're going to have a
correct.
-10 in every act.
Correct.
So we need the clowns.
I mean, they're definitely useful, but a crit fail doesn't hurt us as much as not having another +5 to excitement as a +1 to excitement. So metagame-wise, it's probably better that you perform.
Correct.
Just answer me this just so I understand. 1 crit fail isn't as strong as a 5-level act. But what about 4 of them?
A crit failure is your excitement decreases by the value equal to half the trick's level rounded up. So if a level 5 trick fails, you lose 3 excitement.
Yeah, and if a level 1 trick fails, we lose 1.
I think if Hap's not going to perform otherwise, then Hap is a great clown because
she's in yes dad mode. Whatever you all tell her to do, she will do.
Great. Hey, Hap decided not to perform. Can she just come out and be a sad clown? Maybe people will find that funny. See if you can get the professor to convince her to be a sad clown. Since she's not going to perform her usual act anyway.
I'll see what I can do.
Okay.
Unless the animals need total care for the rest of the night. Darius will find Hap in a last-ditch effort to appeal to her.
Which is where I was going.
Great. You both get there together. Is she at the animal area?
Yes, she's taking care of the animals and giving them all little medicines to calm their tummies. She's come up with a concoction of chicken and rice, which seems to work well.
That's what we give our dogs.
Hap, the clowns are all sick. Somebody has maybe sickened them. We need someone that can act in their stead during the different acts. Can you help in some way? Do some sort of clown act, maybe, since you are not doing your main act. And Ataran will look to Darius as he's approaching.
Maybe, Hap, I know you're not feeling great, but...
Yes, I just asked her.
If you could somehow find it in your heart today just to be a clown of some sort, a sad clown if you must, but one that can save us from possible, you know how it goes, failures.
My opening act last time, maybe?
I've been there myself.
She snaps her fingers and her makeup changes to be like the white, but with the huge, comical frown. Let me go find some oversized pants.
Thank you, Hap.
Thank you, Hap. It is appreciated.
Can that be her quote on the t-shirt? Let me go find some oversized pants.
Sounds like she has an eating disorder.
Okay.
Did you or Alhara find the Celestial Menagerie people?
No, they must have left.
I doubt it. They are maybe hiding in a cabin.
Or they're in the audience. And there's so many of them.
It is very crowded out there. We should watch for trouble.
I hope they're hiding in a specific cavern.
Oh, Alhara, did you find them?
Hi. No.
Oof.
No, I did not.
Hap is going to be a clown for us.
Oh, good.
So if you all had asked her to perform, I was going to just hand her a -1 or -2 for melancholiness. So I would instead say, in the sad clown role, she should get a +1 or 2 for melancholiness.
Well, it's automatic, so you will be the best clown you can be.
Know.
You are automatically going to clown it up. All right. And the good news is you can disguise yourself as a clown. No one will know who you are.
Yeah, she's got to put the big top hat where the top of it's folded over, and she's got to push all her hair up in it so she doesn't look like she's on fire as a clown.
There you go. Everything's coming up Millhouse. This is great. All right. So you're looking around. You don't see any Ne'er-for-wells. You see nobody evil. The crowd seems to be getting settled. Everyone's getting ready for their act. Hap is quickly putting on her clown stuff. It looks like the animals are okay. They can perform if necessary, but they're going to have some serious minuses to their acts because they're all kind of sick. And looks like the show must go on. Who is going to be the opener? Is it going to be Fidget?
Oh, no, it's Fidget. Fidget's the...
Fidget's fireworks? Fidget's... She's a little nervous, but she's all excited. She's like, oh boy, I can't wait. I've been practicing all week.
Okay, well, let me do Fidget. I'm the Fidget this
you
time.
be Fidget. Okay.
Okay.
You go. You start over. You be Fidget. Fidget's all excited. She's all ready to go. What does she do?
Well, she's there with her brothers because they're helping her in the act. They're not actually performing, but they're a part of her props. But what she's doing right now is she's preparing her props. So do we roll the craft check now for that?
No, but we'll do that in a second, and then we'll see how that goes. So, but before we do the craft check, let's do the beginning of the circus act. Let's roll the beginning excitement for the confections. So who wants to roll a 2d6 to start that off? I can do it, or you can do it. Who wants the blame or the glory?
I'll do it.
Go for it.
Atron, a.k.a. Rob. Here we go. Here comes the beginning excitement. Let's see. Oh, what is it? You start off with 5. 2d6 for the confections. 4! 1, 2,
Womp
3,
womp.
4. Mom. All right, the confections are,
Almond cookies.
they've been better.
They're okay, but they're not great.
They've been better. You need to step up your game in the big city.
Ataran knows sweets too. This is just sad.
That is sad.
Ataran's even like, these aren't very good, but here you go.
Okay, you're starting excitement of 9. It's not the worst. Your anticipation's 40. It's not the hardest number to hit. All right, Fidget is ready.
Oh,
And
what's Fidget's bonus, by the way? Because I didn't have that.
Fidget is a +9 to acrobatics
Okay.
and a +9 to performance, and she is alchemical, injury, and prop.
Okay.
So, with prop, then her craft check would be... It's just +9. I'm going to give her +9 and everything. So,
Okay, that's fine.
So are you going to try using her prop thing?
Yeah, well, you use it at the start, right? Or do you use it before, like, one check in the act?
Before the show begins, you prepare your props.
Okay.
That's what it does. So you make a craft check and see how you do.
Nat 20.
What? I don't believe you. Nat 20.
Yeah.
Nice.
Let's see. Craft check. It's no action. You gain a +1 for the rest of the show. So I'll say you get a +2 for the rest of the show
Oh,
since
okay.
it is a Nat 20 because that's so rare. They have been working really hard all week, and it all came together. Those Yusoki sure are good with their props. And Hap sits there going, I didn't like that their trap almost killed us. But at least now I see why it did so much damage. They really know what they're doing when it comes to crafting.
That's not what Hap's like.
That's what Hap is like.
Hap
even
is
though...
totally lost in her worry.
That's what Lauren's like.
She's a dramatic teenager, and she is very worried.
Well, they did a great job. So, with that, Elysia and Mr. Tickles once again will be the ringmaster. She goes out, the
They're
lights
good at
go
that.
down, and yeah, she sort of got into the role. And she announces everyone that welcome to the Circus of Wayward Wonders. She goes through their whole announcement, talking about all the excitement they're going to see and how wonderful it's going to be, and that you're going to see things here you've never seen before or anywhere else that can only be seen here. And she's like really like talking up how this circus is different than other circuses. You know, she's not even being subtle about it because, you know. So she's really getting into it. And then with that, she starts with and you have spotlights, don't forget. So you got the spotlights going all around, and the place is packed. And
Pretty.
they quickly run over and place the safety nets down for Fidget because, just in case she accidentally sets herself on fire, because she can do that. They get ready, and she announces the first
She
act.
doesn't announce Fidget, though. I need her to only announce Calum the comedian.
Huh?
What?
I've thought this out really thoroughly.
Welcome to Lauren's world. Okay,
Oh gosh.
it's Calum the comedian.
No one said we were performing in limbo, okay?
Here we go.
All right.
Dun-dun-dun-dun. The band starts up. Little ringleader's going. You got all the music going. You got the spotlights going. And Fidget and her brother step on out, and she's all ready to go.
Only Calum steps out.
Calum?
Only Calum, her brother, steps out, and he's wearing a red and yellow pinstripe suit. Okay, and he goes to the center, and he gets up on like a little wooden crate, like a little podium. Oh, and just for the record, I want to again take my -10 up front and slowly build into the good thing at the end. All right, so Calum gets out and he gets on this box and he gets out there and he's like, hey, I'm glad to see you all. We're all here to have a good time, right? I want to take a moment to set your mind at cheese. You're not gonna have a cheddar time anywhere else. And then hopefully the crowd starts like booing. And go, so let me ask you a question. Do you believe in magic? And then like a bottle rocket shoots out from the curtain behind him, and it like explodes like somewhere in the guy. Hey, what was that? And so I want to make my first perform check here with -10.
I like the reverse order because it's like building up.
Okay.
Yeah, I like it too.
Go right ahead.
All right, so this is gonna be a total of +1.
Correct.
Okay. How do I keep messing it up? I think that's 15.
15. You fail. The DC is 20.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, this is the -10. Okay, and so then now he's like, where was I? Anyway, have you ever seen a monster stalking the hills? Well, let me tell you something, Schwister. And then, but then the curtain opens up and Fidget comes through on a unicycle, and she's wearing like an oversized coat that's purple, and it's like the size for like a human, and she's got a like a purple top hat on. And she's got all these sparklers just like sticking out of her coat, and she's just like rolling up towards them. And Caleb's like, "Hey, wait, what are you doing here?" And she's just like, "Ha!" And she's throwing fireworks around, and it's all crazy. And Caleb's clearly frustrated because he's trying to tell his bad jokes. And now I'd like to make my -5 check.
That actually was a 17 because you get a +2 for your props, but you still fail.
Yeah. Oh no, I included that.
No, you didn't. Did you?
I didn't?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
It's supposed to be
you
plus
did,
9, so I made it +11. Okay.
Yeah.
So now we'll do it at -5 from 11. This is +6, but I won't put the plus. I'll just put the 6. Ugh, so close.
17, pretty good, but still a failure. Nothing bad happens. They're just like, you know, they're all paying attention, but I think the cold open was a little too cold. You sort of depress the excitement a little bit too much.
Okay.
They're waiting for it to get really good.
Oh well, this is where it gets good. So the next thing that happens is the other brother, Lish, wheels out a cannon, and it's all colorful, and it's got like, you know, it just looks like a bunch of nonsense, but it's a full-on cannon, and Fidget starts packing it with just like fireworks, just like sort of pulling like rockets and stuff out of her coat and shoving it down in the cannon. And then Caleb's like, well, what are you doing? Did my jokes make you curdle? And then the two siblings pick Caleb up and they shove him down in the cannon. And he's there looking at the crowd. Whoa, hey! I guess they had greater plans, huh? And then he sinks below the mouth of the cannon. And then they fire out a dummy that looks like a rat and is in a red and yellow pinstripe suit, and it just like fireworks just explode everywhere. And as the dummy goes flying into the air. And with that, I want to make the roll with no minuses.
Okay, you get a +11.
Hey, nat 20.
Nat 20, 31. Look at that.
The cold open was critical.
Yeah, that cold open really did not great. Okay, well, let's see. You generate excitement equal to half the trick's level, and you generate excitement equal to the trick's level. So you get 5 excitement as there was a big finale, and, well, you would generate anticipation, but you're already at the max. You're at 40, so it doesn't even matter. Normally you would do 3 anticipation, but it don't matter. So everyone loved it. Everyone loved the end.
Very
they
nice.
Loved the end. I'm very important to note that.
Hey, as long as they loved something. All right, and then with that, you know, Fidget's kind of wheeling back and forth on her unicycle and takes like a little bow, and I guess Lish takes a little bow too, and then they leave. Exit stage right.
Exit stage south. All right. Well, off they went. So you're up to 14 excitement. Who's next? That was Act 1, the opener. The clown was not needed. Now we have the build-up, 2 tricks.
What?
This is normally...
What even just happened?
That was great.
I told you I had something big in store for them.
You can't be blue after that performance?
Oh, no.
BLEU.
That's actually in here. If I made it a little bit further, it was going to get to... Yeah.
What?
I had more cheese puns ready to go. I just wanted to feel it out and use them as I needed them.
I like the cheese puns. You could have kept going. Just
Yeah, I
because we were
mean-
quiet didn't mean you'd had to stop.
There were parts of it that are great. Now I'm shredded, so it might be hard for me to follow along. But yeah, the crowd is sure melted. All right, so
Rika to get on something else here.
Nope.
Ah,
all right, cool. So next up, we have Alhara and Darius for the Act 2 build-up.
Oh,
With
that's
the
right. You're both
demon-
going on. Okay. Here we
with
go.
the demon and the crusader.
Is this the new act? The
This is
Elhara
an act.
Darius Demon Crusader. No more troll and tunnels stuff.
It's
Nope.
a similar thing, but you'll see.
Okay, you just do it. You know I'm gonna sit back, relax, and listen to this act.
Fantastic.
go.
So it starts off with Alhara coming out in full-on demon makeup. She is head to toe classic-looking demon with red makeup and horns, and her bow staff has been like altered somewhat to look like a pitchfork, and she is a very cheesy-looking, devilish, demon-y type of creature. And she comes out doing flips and such, and immediately spies this poor, sad-looking warrior of some part, Darius. And during the beginning of their performance, just doing like little jabs and japes with this spear, just sort of annoying him.
Yeah, he's wearing like beaten down armor and an old shield and an old sword. It looks small. He's holding it like they look broken in his hands. He seems downtrodden. But she pokes him once, and once too many times, and you see he falls down, but then sort of grabs like a holy symbol that's on like his necklace. Like she maybe tries to yank it off with the pitchfork edge, one of the prongs, and he holds onto it, and he starts to like shake and look like he's kind of desperately praying.
Right. So for the first shot, we're going to do attack rolls, and I'm going to use this new paradigm of starting with a -10. That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this.
I think this is a better way to do it. So she's using her bow staff to attack. Now, interestingly enough, she's using her bow staff to attack, but this has the agile trait, so it's still at -8 instead of -10. So I get a 15 total, which is not a success.
That is not a success. So 15 is just a regular failure, so nothing good, nothing bad happens.
Yeah, so we're just building up on it a little bit. As things get more heated, Alhara starts to not just poke at the pieces of armor and such, but really just start like going after him, and they start in a full-on mock battle. Would you like to assist me on this one?
I would. I will make an attack roll.
And it has the agile trait, which I think you get the advantage of too, or either that or you don't take a penalty because you only make one shot. I think.
Do
that might be the
I?
case.
I just do it at my regular bonus, right?
That sounds right. Yeah, you just do the regular bonus.
18.
Our DC is 20, unfortunately.
Yeah, I
This
figured.
is 20. So you do
That's
not
okay.
you do not successfully aid.
I mean, it's fine. It's fine. But let's see how well Alhara does in this sort of mock battle.
You rolled a 4.
Oh my gosh, I rolled a 2.
You rolled a 2.
So with my negatives, it's a 12, which is also a failure, but not a critical failure. This is how it's going to go with having to roll 3 things. All right, here we go. The big finale of essentially Act 1, or the first part of this performance. The demon starts to increase their attacks by jumping off of these sort of fake walls and partitions and really acrobatically soaring above, stabbing from above, and just putting on so much pressure with so many attack rolls as the Crusader almost helplessly tries to defend himself and just honestly just can't. The final check. Finally, rolled a 10 for a 24. Success!
Finally, a success. And you get excitement equal to the trick's level. Yay! 5
Yay.
excitement. Woo.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, we're getting somewhere. And now, the second half of this act.
Then, so he looks like he's beaten. He's grasping onto this symbol, and as Alhara's demonic pitchfork is hitting him, pieces of armor are flying off to reveal, Darius's well-oiled musculatures. And with every strike, he stands up a little taller, or gets up. He strikes again. A piece of leg armor flies off, but he stands up and he's starting to shake, like the old Hulk Hogan sort of thing. where he would get hit and it wouldn't matter, but he'd just make him more and more angry and more powerful. That's starting to happen. So that's like phase 1 of this. So he will do his athletics check.
Are you doing the -10 at first or no?
Yeah, let's do the -10 because it's super fun to
boy.
do it.
24? Was that even a -10?
No,
that's a 14.
No, it's a 14. So, no, not great.
Nope.
The second part is the pitchfork comes down at his throat, but he catches it.
All right, but I got to time this jump perfectly, right? So
right.
I'm going to try to aid you with athletics. Oh my gosh,
Oh,
natural
natural
one.
No.
Hero point.
No, not on this, I don't
That's
think.
a -2 since it's a natural 1.
Oh,
All right.
okay. You know what? We're probably not done for the evening. That's fine. I will hero point my aid roll.
You don't have to. It is just the aid.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it sets him up for failure. 25, which is success. Okay, so here's what happens. So she tries to make her jump, and the springboard doesn't work. And so she ends up not going nearly far enough. And she lands a good 5 feet away, 5-10 feet away. And she's supposed to be right on top of him. So she quickly doubles down, does another leap high into the air to come directly on top of Darius. +1 for aid.
So he will be at a
Barely.
minus. He'll only be at a -4. Oh, look at that. 25 total.
Fantastic.
Okay, 5 more points. You did it. And after all that, you didn't even need the aid. Wah, wah.
Oh, we should have taken the clowns on the first check to turn failure into success. Oh well.
True. You still have
I'd
that
have
chance.
to come out and make fun of us.
Well, here comes the last one.
And
All right, let's see. What's it?
Maybe you'll be lucky and you fail this.
Oh,
so now
thanks.
I think what happens is the symbol in his hand, it glows on its own, like we have a little, pyrotechnic in there, something small. So now
Yeah.
it's glowing on his chest, and he rips the pitchfork out of the demon's hand and cracks it over his knee and picks up the demon and throws her over the pit, quote unquote, wall, whatever. So he does a final athletics check. Or an attack roll, I guess, yeah.
Well, you're doing athletics checks. It is important to note at this point
Yeah.
that Alhara switched her very nice enchanted bow staff with a prop bow staff while out of sight of the lights.
Yeah. 21, is that enough? 20,
A
right?
21 is a success.
There we go.
21, so
And
5 more excitement.
The Crusader is victorious and howling at his victory from the jaws of demonic defeat.
Woohoo!
Yep, you're up to 29 excitement. Slowly, but slowly getting up to that anticipation of
Oh my gosh.
40. Oh yeah, you could have put in, at least for Fidget, you could have sent in the clowns and turned a failure into success and would have gotten 5 more, but Hap is new to this. You forgot.
We
Yeah,
forgot
I
to
forgot
do
about
that.
I mean, I didn't. It just wasn't my show.
It's called Send in the Clowns. It's not called the Clowns.
Yeah, for
Come
some
in when
reason
they
I
feel
thought
like
it was for critical failure to failures.
It's
not
for
failure
both.
to success. Yeah.
It's for critical turns into failure and failure turns into success.
Word.
3 acts down, 4 to go. Well, really, actually 2 acts down, 2 to go, but 4 tricks to go because you got the big number and then the finale. So far, so good.
Who's doing that? The finale, the Flamboni, Elysia, and who else?
We never decided.
Nope.
It'll be a mystery.
We'll figure it out. So with that, who's doing the big number, the big show?
That's Ataran.
Okay. So, Liza goes out. She starts to announce the big show and the big number, and then suddenly Jellicoe just runs out and runs to the center stage. And everyone is going crazy because they all know him. And they're just like, Jellicoe, Jellicoe, Jellicoe. And he's just put his hands up and he's like, hello, everybody. You miss me? And he's just eating it up. And the crowd is chanting his name. And Elysia looks a little perplexed, but then she just says, Jellicoe bounce bounce, the big number. You do anything?
Oh my gosh.
show
I
must
want to
go
do
on.
so many things, but I don't want it to look like we fucked it up. So
Let him go, and then we'll send in the clowns if we have to.
There's like rigging, right? There's like catwalks and stuff.
Not really. The minor
What?
ones. Minor ones.
I mean, where the spotlights go.
Oh yeah, minor. As I said, minor ones. Not like full rigging. It is a tent, but yeah, minor ones. Why?
Okay. Then Alhara is going to make her way up there as fast as she can. Because
Okay.
she is thinking that if he tries to do anything crappy, she's just going to descend on him from above and drop right on top of him with a bow staff full of anger.
You're gonna be on him like flies on shit.
Well, I don't know how you're going to do that, because won't you take a huge amount of damage if you fly down, fall on him?
I don't think she cares.
No, I have catfall. I won't. He'll take a huge amount of damage and I'll just land on him.
Okay. So
I think no.
Yep.
I think since Atron was planning to have their act go on, that what I was going to have happen would still happen, and the tent would start to go dark, despite. And I can start to read, and maybe you tell me what happens.
Okay. How dark?
The tent would go dark, save for the flickering of torchlight at the edges of the tent, before those two dim and take on a deep violet light.
That's pretty good. You could co-star.
Okay, so you bring down the lights, it starts getting dark, and then all of a sudden, something happens.
I have my next step, but
What?
So as you all start to go down, and there's still a bit of a spotlight on the center stage, because yes, you can have the stage lights go down and make the area dark, but you still need some light.
yeah, well, I had more of my act that the light comes up and all this other stuff.
Yeah, that's not happening. So then, as that occurs, suddenly a huge globe of darkness appears right on top of Jellicoe as they were about to start their performance. And you can tell that this is pure darkness. What do you do? Is this part of your act?
Nope. What would have been starting to happen is a faint light from Ataron's large black cauldron would have started coming up as it started bubbling, and it's floating in front of Ataron as they're walking out. And Ataron, as seeing that globe of darkness, would let the cauldron just go down and rush forward, assuming that the Celestial Menagerie is up to something.
Cool. So none of that happens, and instead there's a big globe of pure dark. Now, it's hard for people to know what's going on because it's really dark in here, and now it's just pure darkness. And people are wondering if this is part of the act. But then you start hearing from the crowd heckling, and people are saying, amateurs, they don't know what they're doing, they turned off the lights, look at that. And you hear like 2 or 3 people loudly heckling you and screaming, and after a few moments you hear booing and people wondering what's going on and panic a little because it's dark, and now there's obviously this unnatural globe of darkness over the center. And you even hear, and this ain't good, you hear from the darkness Mr. Jellicoe really angry that how dare they interfere with my act. And you hear screaming like pure madness coming from inside the globe of darkness. Do you do anything?
I don't think I have any way to counter the darkness.
How do we counter it?
No, I got this. Hap! Rings 1 and 3, fireball, now!
What?
Alhara's just shouting
Yeah.
from the catwalk.
Do something crazy with fire! Hurry up!
Fireball, 1 and 3, now!
Like bring in the clowns, but with fire? Is that something we can do?
It's pure darkness, but it's only in the center ring. So if we start lighting up the first and third rings with
All right.
balls of fire, that's exciting.
All right. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Hap's gonna come to the center of the curtains, and I would like to make a perform check right now. A perform dance as she comes out from between the curtains.
Okay.
And I know that it's dark, but don't worry, that's not gonna last very long.
Okay.
All right, so here's my perform. 18. Oh no, but I get +2 on it because it's a dance, so 20 for just a perform. But I'm not
Okay.
actually doing an act right now. I'm just
Right.
stealing the show, I
Yep.
think.
Yep.
She's gonna let herself. All right, let me deal with these dogs.
Dogs. How many dogs do you have?
18. While Hap is preparing her spell and such, Alhara is going to use, what does she have? Eye drops of dark vision that she got? Potion?
Yeah, it was a potion, right?
Something like that.
Potion of dark vision? Alright, she's going to drink that potion. She needs to see what's going on in here.
All right. So Hap is going to just fully let herself enwreath in flames, and it destroys the clown costume that she was wearing. And her beautiful fiery costume is revealed underneath. And then, so like she's already has like some accents of her that just kind of naturally are flame-like, but she's going to let fire help her with that. So since it's dark, it's almost like a rave where they're moving like the lights around, except that it's half like tumbling in this like dance motion as she starts, doing what would normally be her act. And this is surprisingly such a bad situation that it actually pulls her out of her melancholy a little bit, because this is like pedal to the metal. This is go time. And so here in the center, she'll start throwing fire around, like shaping it into like these beautiful like birds and stuff.
Okay.
I guess that's enough where I should probably stop and let things happen.
So you rush over, you start setting off. Is it 2 fireballs you're gonna cast?
I'm not casting any spells. I'm just doing cantrips.
So you're no spells. You're just doing.
I'm doing cantrips. Yeah.
Okay, so you do little cantrips.
They're level 3 cantrips though, so they're still pretty good.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna tell you what happens.
Yeah, I think Atron's just going to cast light on themselves. Get the violet light to glow around them now.
Your cantrips, you use nature, right?
I'm primal caster, if that's what you mean.
Yeah, nature.
Yeah.
All right, so one of them looks really good and comes off kind of distracted in the crowd. The other one is sort of a little too small. Alhara quickly downs her potion of dark vision. Moderate dark vision, no less.
Yeah.
And she can now see through the globe of darkness. And she realizes right away that, that's someone is sabotaging the circus very overtly and doing a pretty damn good job of it, no less.
Yep.
While this is all occurring, she sees something happening inside the globe of darkness. Right as Hap is finishing up her distractions, Jellicoe emerges from the darkness, but Jellicoe seems to have been transformed. They are no longer Jellicoe. Something has taken them over, and you immediately can tell, both Alhara and Hap, and probably Atron and Darius, if they're looking as well, is that they have become something that they don't recognize. They seem to have become mad with power and the desire to perform, and they're starting to lose their mind. Let us roll something.
I'm about to get stabbed.
Roll for combat!
Oh, come on, Atron. I always say this, where you are is where you are. If you're not in there, you're not there. So I'll give it to you this time. I'll give it to you this time, but you got to put yourselves where you are.
I had been out there already.
Okay, but you got to put
Someone
yourself
moved me
out
back
there.
in, I guess.
I didn't touch you.
Someone moved me back in.
Okay. Something is off. There's something weird. He looks insane. Now, he already looked insane, but now he is out maniacally laughing and looks like he is absolutely furious with a vengeance that his act was interrupted by this magical darkness, and there's something supernatural about him. Atron goes first. Atron can see them barely as they came out of the western side of the magical darkness, and looks like things are about to go nuts. Like he might start attacking the crowd or Hap or who God knows what. Go!
I have an important question real quick, though.
Yes.
It's important. So you said he's doing a maniacal laughter. You already had a kind of maniacal laughter for him. I think that we and the listeners at home need to hear what this maniacal laughter sounds like.
Not yet, because there's an actual spell of hideous laughter, which you will hear that's even worse than the maniacal laughter.
Hideous
Oh
is
my.
even worse than maniacal. So does my light then that I have on myself counter the darkness out as far as the light? If it's lower level, since my light is effectively 3rd level?
Light can't pass through, so creatures in the area can't see outside. So no, light spell can't pass through darkness.
But isn't my
random
light spell stronger?
Says here, light can't pass through.
Okay.
It suppresses magical light of darkness's spell level or lower. So it doesn't suppress light spells that are higher than it.
Right. So if their light spell is a higher level than the darkness spell that was cast, then there's light in the area of the light spell.
All right, I have
Yeah.
enough to deal with, so if you want, you guys can figure that out. I'm got about 20,000 things.
We
No,
don't-
that's figured out. What level is the darkness?
It works, so it's level
Is it-
2. So you can,
Okay.
so fine. Your light counteracts that portion, but you could
Right,
have seen him
okay.
anyhow because he came out of the darkness. So
Right,
he's not in the
okay.
darkness, so it doesn't matter.
All right. So, I
Anything?
can I try to get an understanding of what's happened to Jellicoe?
Sure. Spend an action to try to figure out what the hell is going on, and it is occultism check. Did you roll? Oh, you rolled really well.
Yay!
Or religion, either one. Oh, religion, you rolled well too. Suddenly you realize that this is something called a Muse Phantom, written by one Stephen Glicker for this
Oh, no.
module. For performers who die before their time and whose love of the theater is stronger than death's grasp, the show does indeed go on. Such actors rise from the grave to become Muse Phantoms, undead spirits that haunt opera houses or auditoriums and possess the bodies of living actors to continue their art. The host is often utterly unaware of being possessed by a Muse Phantom. Like egotistical parasites, Muse Phantoms assume command of their unwitting thespian shells. Only during big shows with packed audiences, and even then the host might chalk up their sudden lack of control to transcendence of the performance, not the nefarious influence of some paranoia entity. In time, a performer's mind can become utterly warped by the spirit's domination, twisting artistic temperament and vanity into evil selfishness and tireless obsession. So who knows? Maybe Angelico Bounce has never been even under control of themselves this whole time. And denied their ability to perform has snapped them out of it. You know, these Muse Phantoms are very dangerous. They can switch between comedy and drama, and have an aura around them that can affect all within them. They also are immune to all damage except magical, force, ghost touch, or positive. They also have horrific spells and can do something called a grand finale that will do massive damage to everyone around them. You're up.
So does that
Please tell us to hit it with healing.
So does that mean I think there's a spirit possessing Jellicoe, or that
Correct.
this is a spirit? Okay.
No, there's a spirit inside Jellicoe that took total control of Jellicoe. Whether or not Jellicoe knew that the Muse Phantom has been with him for days, weeks, months, years, who knows? But the fact that they were denied the ability to perform has made the Muse Phantom snap and taken over Jellicoe and is now lashing out at everyone around them.
So any damage to Jellicoe isn't necessarily going to affect the Phantom.
Correct. And then the Phantom could just take someone else over.
All right. So I think Ataran would quickly say, Jellicoe is possessed. There is a monstrous muse within. There must be ghostly attacks or magic to strike. The spirit is undead, but it is within Jellicoe. I do not know. Maybe healing power will help, but we must not hurt them.
I can knock him out.
And Ataran's going to I guess Atron would also say, and don't get too close. Their influence spreads out from around them. And Atron's going to, I think, stay put, and spread out their arms, and then bring their arms close together as raven feathered wings spread out and the feathers go flying around Alhara, as I'm going to use life boost on Alhara.
Fantastic. Alhara is way up in the rafters, by the way.
Oh, I thought you were down with me.
No.
So never mind.
Hop is, though. Would you like to
Yeah,
use it
so
on
then
Hop?
I'm going to move and do it on Hop.
Fantastic.
Wow.
Because you did one action to identify, and then you can do one action to move, and then I guess one action to life boost.
Yeah, Atron was closer and then uses life boost on Hap. Where is my life boost button? There you go. So basically you get fast
you.
healing 6 for 4 rounds.
She won't need it.
All done.
Alhara, you're way up at the top. You see this, and you're like, now what?
All right. How far is the ground?
That's a good question.
All right, so let's see. Generally, a wire over 20 feet high will be regarded as a high wire act. Does that help?
I mean, I will say, if it's similar to Big Apple Circus, we'll say 30 to 40 feet high. Somewhere between there, at least. I'm looking at the picture.
30 to 40 feet high? Well, that's higher than I wanted it to be, but that's fine. So I ignore the first 25 feet of falling from Catfall. Alhara is going to launch herself off of the platform and attempt to land on Jellicoe Bounce.
Okay.
What would you like me to do to resolve this?
I don't even know. Whatever you think is appropriate.
Huh,
so-
is this like a maneuver? Like a...
I'd
a
say it's
bull rush
probably an
into the ground?
athletics check, because yeah, jumping is based on athletics, so maybe an athletics check against their armor class to get a nice solid landing.
I feel like you can't fail falling on him. I mean, it'd probably just be
You
an
can
attack
miss
roll,
him.
right?
Sure, you can miss.
You can miss.
Yeah, but what we already
Land
have
right
a
next to
system
him.
for missing, and that's attack rolls. You know?
Well, but the Pathfinder Second Edition is set up in such a way so that if it's an athletics check or an attack roll, it's on the same sort of numerical scale. So whichever feels appropriate. Now, I can make an unarmed strike, or I can actually do an athletics check because I am literally trying to jump and fall on Jellicoe Bounce, so that essentially he takes the full 40 feet of falling damage, and I'll take 15 feet of falling damage.
He is immune to that damage, though, so keep that in mind.
She doesn't know that. And she doesn't know.
Jellicoe isn't. The spirit might be.
Well, we'll find out. So,
This is what she's doing.
yep, let her do it. Okay. I don't know. Let's roll. Athletics,
I rolled
18.
terrible.
You roll
18.
a 5. You can use that. Oh, the hero point's already used up.
Sure is.
So, yeah, you missed the AC. You don't even come close. So, what would that even be? Fall? Would that just be a
Yeah.
fall?
So I would fall essentially, if you said it was 40 feet, right? Or is it 35?
I'll say 35 feet.
Cool. So I take 10 feet worth of falling damage, which is 5 points. I land prone next to Jellicoe Bounce. My second action will be to stand up.
People are like, what is going on? You see this girl like, thunk, right next to Angelica.
Okay. In my defense, it would have been super cool to land right on top of him.
Yeah, you just needed to roll higher. You rolled a 5. You rolled a 5. What can I tell you? If you rolled a 7 or higher, you probably would have made it. But
Yeah.
oh well.
And I guess my third action is pull out my bow staff, getting ready to go toe to toe with this thing.
Okay, you're done.
Mm-hmm.
Jellicoe. You see its face change as if he is emitting a comedic aura, and he is laughing maniacally. You have been the bane of my existence. I will end you.
Likewise.
Ditto.
He casts a spell at Ahara. Give me a will save. Fail this one. Oh no.
I rolled a 9.
17.
17.
Let's see. What is... Nope, not enough. You start to laugh. You are overtaken with
No.
uncontrollable laughter. You are laughing and laughing, just like Jellicoe is. You and him are laughing in each other's faces. It is a laugh factory, if you will. You are slowed 1 and can't use reactions.
No, I'm so good at reactions. All right.
Can we roleplay that, Vanessa?
I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you so much. I'm gonna kill you. You're so dead, you stupid clown. I hate you so much.
That's good.
It's so good. Yes, laugh with me. Laugh. Get out all the laughter. Laughter.
You want to
is
see
the
what's
best
inside your
medicine.
skull? Let's see what's inside your skull. Let's do that. That'll be so funny.
Okay. Jellicoe is done. Hap is up. Hap! You feel the aura emitting from Jellicoe. You feel this is just so funny. You can't even believe what you're witnessing. Give me a will save.
I'm not pleased with this.
Aren't my monsters fun? They're fun. They're funny. They're funny, my monsters.
Amusing.
They're amusing.
All right, will save. 31.
Very
Nice.
good. Very good. You
I am too melancholy for laughter.
You're like, yeah, my wolf's been taken. I let the animals get sick. I ain't got time to laugh.
Dad yelled at me.
Exactly. Your day has been crap. You're like,
This has been a terrible day.
This-
I had to be a clown.
I am not amused.
All right. So now this is interesting. I'm going to ask for permission to do something, and I'm going to justify it. Since my performance is a dance, and I have established that I move a lot while I'm dancing, can I move like half my speed and roll perform?
Why would you perform?
Because there's an audience watching us?
Sure.
Okay, thank you. All right, I'm going to move just 5 feet here, and I'm going to roll perform with it. Okay. 34 on this
Wow,
perform check.
34 people. I don't know
Wow.
what's going on. There's people flying through the air, laughter. Hap is performing and throwing fire. This is either the greatest show on Earth or the worst show on Earth. We can't figure it out.
Yeah.
Keep going, Hap. I like
Alright,
it.
and then I'm gonna throw a like a golden, like radiant energy fire at the clown. I'm gonna use a 2-action level 3 heal spell on Jellicoe.
All right, good job. Let's see. Roll that. Okay, fortitude save.
17.
That's actually what you want to do.
Oh, plus 8.
Oh, they fail. 16.
Yes.
Wow.
Ooh.
And that's a big failure because they have they only have a plus 9 to their fort. Their fort's not that great. Okay.
So it's 17 plus 6. What is that? 23. 23 positive energy.
Why
damage.
plus 6? Where'd the plus 6 come from?
No, it's plus 8 because it's a 2-action version.
Right. Okay. So how much was that?
I think that's right. Isn't that right? Yeah. Increase it by 8. What's the heighten say? I don't know. I'll get back to you with the math. Because I actually have to look this up because that little...
Well, no,
that
I know what
little-
it is. So it's plus 16. So it would be
Oh, it's plus
17.
16?
Well, that's the level 3 version. What level are you
That's
doing
right.
this at?
The level 3 version, yeah.
You're doing the level 3 version?
Yes.
So that's plus 24.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Eat that. What, 17 plus 24? Is that the math? Is that what we're
Yes.
doing?
Yep. 3d8 plus 24.
How much was it?
I'm still DPS. I don't know. What's up? Somebody math that. What is that?
17 plus 24 is
Is that
41.
41, I think. Okay.
Oh well, so much for my wonderful combat.
Woo.
I get to use him for 1 round and then he dies. Okay, he
And I did that with style.
He
With
seemed to
so
not-
much style.
All right, now I wasn't even gonna slow playing it because I thought I might get to try it out. Oh well, it definitely did not like that. It was way too much healing for it.
The audience is cheering. That's
Darius is
exciting.
up. Darius is
You
up.
were so dead. You were
All
so
right. Darius will run up there. He's got 35 feet.
Atron's like grimacing, watching all
2
hard
actions.
giggle.
The whole center ring is full of darkness, right?
My old friend.
Most
Yes.
of it, yeah.
Like, I can't flank with all horror, right?
Impossible. That
Yeah, that's outside my light, so no, you
Yeah.
can't.
I will then flurry of blows.
How many was it? 1 to get up there?
2.
2. Okay, so you get 1 flurry.
Yeah, only ever get 1 flurry.
You know what I meant. Get 1 attack.
1 attack.
Oh, man!
Look at that.
Ugh.
How about a 32?
Too much damage.
Is it a crit?
Crits.
Nice.
It
You
crits?
hit. Yeah.
Oh, I'm not in mountain stance, so it shouldn't be a D8.
Oh.
Let me re-roll it. Keep the 32. I'll re-roll the damage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, convenient. Magically convenient.
The number is the number. It might be less. Don't worry, Steve. You'll be okay.
Okay.
Yeah, slightly better.
Okay.
Ooh.
24. Are you
I'm doing non-lethal,
okay?
and my fists count as magic for bypassing
Okay.
resistances.
Okay.
Second shot.
Nice. Come on, hit.
27,
Yeah, you do a good job.
Nice.
right? And does he make a fortitude save at for these things, or is he immune?
Sure.
20
what type of thing is it?
It's a DC 21 fortitude.
Is it paralyzation?
It
Or-
is an incapacitation effect.
Yeah, so
It's done.
we're level 5.
Does that count as paralyzation?
I don't know.
No, that's different.
No, that's a different
Incapacitation
thing.
effect is
Doesn't matter. They made the check. You punch him twice in the face, once really hard. You break the nose of Jellicoe and probably a few teeth. But
well, non-lethal. Maybe I struck him in the body, so
yeah,
he loses
but
wind.
nothing happens. In
Okay,
fact, they
okay.
seem to be immune to this. That you not trying to take him out is not enough. It looks like you either are gonna have to kill Jellicoe or get the Phantom out of Jellicoe, or use some other magical means because this isn't gonna work. What you're trying
Yeah,
to do.
someone needs to figure out the magical means. I just have the punch means.
I think I am the
Otteron.
magical means.
Otteron is up.
Otteron is going to use their 3rd level heightened soothe spell. So Otteron gestures out and points at Jellicoe and chants Megnutatni, and there's this darker grip to it. And I'm casting my 3rd level prepared soothe. Where is soothe? Where are you? Normally 1st level.
I like Soothe on 2 levels because you're kind of also telling the Jellicoe, the human Jellicoe, it's okay.
I need
bud.
to increase it by 2d10 plus 8.
That is OP. I tell you.
So that is 30 healing.
30 healing.
I mean, you put an evil spirit against a party with 2 magical healers.
Do they get?
I don't know what to tell you.
Is there any? There has to be. It's just automatic.
Oh, no. I take it back. Soothe has to be willing.
Yeah, that's what I was like. There's no
mind.
defensive.
My apologies.
That's
yeah,
okay.
I thought it was the heal spell and there was a will save.
Yeah, I'm looking because if there's no
Sorry about
save,
that.
then it has to, that's fine. That's fine. Well, you get it back. So, do over. What you going to do?
Yeah.
I was like, wow, that is a lot of damage. That's a great spell.
Yeah, I thought I could use it. Well, I prepared it at 3rd level just because of the damage we've been taking. So instead, Otteron will chant Spiritualish Vegivir and kind of make a gripping motion with their hand as the many-pronged dagger of their spiritual weapon manifests. Alright, spiritual weapon. And I'll have it immediately attack.
Okay.
So 28 for 7 force damage, or 18 if it's a critical.
Hits. It doesn't quite kill it, but it's force damage. So you do a lot of damage to him. He's like,
And then Otteron will glare as their eyes flash briefly with violet light using Evil Eye. That's a will save DC 21.
how many things do you have?
Please let me finish it so we don't kill the real Jellicoe.
Up, so it fails. So it's slowed 1.
It's frightened 1.
Oh, frightened 1. Phew. Okay. Frightened 1's not so bad.
That's the end of my turn.
All right. Alhara, you're laughing. You're slowed 1.
Oh my gosh, you are so dead. Alhara is first going to use Tumble Through and tumble through Jellicoe's space. Hopefully. 24 against his reflex defense. Reflex DC.
You make it by 1.
All right, cool. And ends up in a flanking position, but doesn't need it because Jellicoe is flat-footed against her attacks, and she has panache, and she is going to send this off in a flourish of style with a confident finish, unarmed strike against Jellicoe. And I guess I'll do unarmed damage. But he is so out of here. Oh no! Natural 1! Why?
Oh.
You
Okay.
you got hit with a hissy fit of laughter. You were like,
Oh my god.
Whoops.
All right. However, confident finish still does damage.
Even when a critical miss?
Hold on.
I think a critical miss nothing.
I'm looking at deal on a failure. Oh, it doesn't say anything about critical miss. It just says failure. Oh, so critical miss nothing. I'm so sad. I'm so sad right now. You have no idea, you jerk. I hate you so much.
Jellicoe bounce goes. Looks around.
No.
Sees Alhara. Sees Hap.
Do I get to make a new will save throw?
No.
God, I hate you so much. Okay.
Well, you already hated me before. Oh, let me rephrase that. Yeah, you do get to make a new will save. In fact, everyone within 30 feet gets to make a new will save.
Good.
Oh, okay.
So he suddenly begins a grand flourish. The grand finale!
Natural 20.
They start this amazing grand finale where he starts laughing and just going absolutely nuts with his laughter, to the point that you see blood and tears streaming out of his eyes and ears. And everyone near him has to do a will save. Let's see.
Did that?
Darius
roll them.
succeeds.
I critically succeed.
Okay, you succeed critically. Alhara succeeds. Hap succeeds, even though Hap, I don't think you're within 30, are you? 5, 10.
I'm
You
at 30. I
Okay, you
measured it.
did. And Atron fails. So those who succeed or fail will take 4d8 mental damage. Let's roll that. Ooh, 15. So Atron takes 15 mental damage. Hap and Alhara take half of that. The good news, Alhara, is doing this breaks the maniacal laughter, so you're no longer maniacally laughing.
Sure am not.
You could take off that chicken too. The chicken is you laughing.
Yeah, the chicken icon is a great touch. For those of you just listening to the podcast, you are missing some fantastic visual humor, by the way. So become a patron, watch the show live, and oh my goodness.
Atron, by failing, is now fascinated by the Muse Phantom. Oh, I forgot. Someone else has to make the save.
Brr?
That's right. The Muse Phantom has to make a save against their own attack.
Really?
Yes, because it can actually kill Jellicoe. And I hate to say... Oh, 25. 25, 15, so half that. Well, here's where it gets interesting.
Ooh, Jellicoe dies. Jellicoe dies.
Oh no.
Jellicoe dies. But the Muse Phantom is still around. Jellicoe drops, and then you realize, the Muse Phantom is still in his body, and then it rises up from the body, so you see this like incorporeal creature that looks like that. In fact, that's what he looks like. Here, wait, I'll show a picture to everyone. There we go. That's what he looks like. Looks like, those ancient clowns, and you can see they have the two masks the comedic mask.
Nice art.
And the comedy and drama masks.
Oh.
And they can sort of switch back and forth with like the little bells and stuff. So you can tell like it's sort of this, it's a ghost of a master thespian.
Yeah, it's very French Harlequin with the hat and everything, but then like disturbed, deranged smile and frown masks. Yeesh.
App is up. Jellicoe's dead.
Is he dead, or can I save him? Like, is he in the dying condition?
Oh, well. Those of us who just listened to Legend Lore with Luis and Lauren, I remember them saying in that phenomenal podcast that the GM could decide if they die outright, or we can do something where maybe you can save him. I'll say he just dropped and is about to die. What will Hap do?
Okay, so I'm gonna lead... Oh, no, I can't. I have to stand in place for what I want to do. Okay, so I can't even make a perform check for this. I don't have time. But, what do you mean correct? You don't know what I'm trying to do here.
I know what you're trying to do. Because
you do know what I'm trying to do.
I do know what you're trying to do.
Yeah, you know. All right. So she will end her dance that she was doing with just like a stomp. And as she does, like, just like a radiant wave of positive energy flames just like surrounds the entire area in 30 feet with a 3rd level 3-action heal.
That's right. Oh.
For 9 positive energy.
Okay, well they get a fortitude save.
But everybody gets 9 back, so...
Oh, critical failure!
Oh, I like that.
Oh my gosh. Double damage?
Yeah.
Well, with that,
You called that a grand finale?
Sorry, the Muse Phantom is like hovering above Jellicoe, and then he gets hit with a double whammy of supernatural healing that is way too powerful.
Wonderful.
And
that is way too powerful.
It screams and disintegrates into nothingness. Meanwhile, everyone else gets healed. Yes, because you have to do the 3 action heal to both heal and damage. Yeah, that's why I knew you were going to do that. Because
the moment you said, "Oh, I knew," the moment you said, "Oh, I know," I was like, "Yep, he's on to me. He knows."
I know. I forgot actually. Alhara was supposed to roll something, but don't worry about it, because you were within its aura. But that's okay. So I will say that in that split second, you managed to stabilize Jellicoe.
Awesome.
Yeah. I have a theory that Mistress Dusklight put this in him on purpose, and maybe he was never a total creep. We'll find out.
Well, anyhow, with all of this, everything that just happened, you see Jellicoe drop and stabilize. You saw the Phantom dissipate, and you guys you're all healed up, and you're like, okay, things are okay now. Things are okay now, right?
And then they get worse.
Can't get any worse, can it? Of course it can get worse. What is this? This isn't a Peacefinder, is it? No!
Oh no!
No! It's not Peacefinder!
It's Fight Finder!
It's Fight Finder. Hey, guess what, Darius? You found Delnar.
Where is he? Oh, Delamar.
Are we still on the big number?
Yes.
Oh, jeez. I need more bourbon.
It's a pretty big number.
It was literally like 15 seconds that just passed by. It was almost like it was very, very little. Okay, they were all waiting for this to happen, so now they get to go. It's not Darius.
What?
Did he do anything hostile, or did he just show up?
Well, both.
I mean, other than the darkness.
Well, first he shows up, and then he becomes hostile.
Yeah, things are going to happen. Things are happening. So they actually were not.
People are going to get their ass kicked is what's happening.
Yeah, things are really getting. This is now. It's like that was the warm up. Now comes the real battle. So with that, they fall into initiative. They were delaying. They actually were not doing reactions. So they'll get their full 3. They're waiting until this. They didn't want to tip their hand because if Jellicoe could do their job as the super secret sleeper agent that he was. So much so he didn't even know. He didn't even know he was a secret agent. God, there's machinations within machinations. Dalinar
He was a
goes
secret
first.
agent.
He was a secret agent. A lot of secret stuff going on. So Dalinar is actually right there. So Dalinar was like sort of hiding beneath the bleachers, and now you see where they are, and they pop up. So they're like they're kind of like half in, half out, so they have a little bit of cover. And he shoots you with his hand crossbow. Alhara. 23!
Oh, that is exactly my armor class. What a jerk!
What a jerk. 10 points of damage.
That's okay. At least I know who to attack first. Really, it just made my decision. I didn't have to decide anymore. Thank you. I appreciate this.
Okay. Now the hand crossbow, reload 1, which he does, and then attacks you again. 23!
Again? Are you kidding me?
7 points of damage. Thunk.
Damn.
Two bolts go right into you. And he's sitting there grinning, twirling his mustache like the evil man he is. Oh, he's so evil. Evil, I tell you. Next up, well, this one's a little trickier. So, you see a woman who looks like a female half-elf, and I will show you what she looks like. And you know who this is. You actually recognize her. We'll give you a little background. Renanin Nimian.
We'll just call her Rihanna.
Ruana.
Nimian. She is a female half-elf carnicle barker. And she's actually kind of a low-level performer. She usually helps out attracting crowds. But one thing you know is that she is deadly with the Kukri.
Oh, the Kukri.
Kukri. Yeah, remember the Kukri.
Okay, yeah.
Very good with the short bow, but also knows about a gazillion spells. And one of them is on her right now. You look over, and there's 5 of her. So, mirror image away. Dun,
Hold on, I
dun,
just rolled my
dun.
eyes so hard I almost lost a contact lens.
The mirror image is doing its job.
Yeah.
You're like, I can't see her. You rub your eyes. You're like, uh-oh, I now really can't see her.
Left one.
And then you also realize, oh, this all starting to make sense because she probably cast things like invisibility or silence or darkness. She has all these fun things because she's really good at these spells. So you're like, uh-oh, this ain't good. So she's just going to use her good old short bow for now and just shoot Hap. She misses you. She tries to hit you. Misses. Good thing a short bow is a reload of 0, right? Did you know that? Lauren?
Yeah, I knew that.
They're so fast. So she's going to just go try to shoot you 3 times.
It's a shame it's not agile, right?
Well, that's a shame. 12 misses you again. One more time.
Don't you dare nat 20 me. Don't you do it.
No, it's all misses.
I thought you said she was good with the bow.
Maybe there's so much going on that she's a little verklempt. So you see her, and she's also on the other side of the bleachers, hanging out. And then, last one, and you don't recognize this person. You never saw them before. And it looks like a male tiefling, and he seems to be dressed in green and very much, a performer. Very flamboyant performer. And he has daggers, but he's just hanging out. Doesn't seem to be doing anything. Something's off about him. He doesn't seem to be engaging. Darius is up.
All right. Alhara, are you okay? Do you need
sure.
healing?
Couple crossbow bolts, I'll be alright.
Mm-hmm.
Just let me at him.
He will move up and administer battle medicine. Assurance. DC is 15. He naturally gets a 19. So 2d8 for you, Alhara.
You're so kind.
Enjoy 15 hit points. Very nice.
I sure will.
Awesome.
Oh my god.
Are you back at full?
Not quite, but that's.
Did you take my 9 healing earlier?
I did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Man, you got hammered.
And then Darius will take the mountain stance and stand.
I've been taking damage here and there, but I've been getting healed here and there.
Delamar, you coward.
Atron is up. This is all going on in front of the audience. So you have an audience?
Yeah, I'll
for
make a
this?
big deal out of it too. Delamar, you coward from the lesser circus. You and your mistress Dusklight, but stooping so low as to sabotage our circus because you're not confident in your own abilities. Come, Delamar, let's dance, shall we? And he takes the mountains dance and flexes for the audience.
Okay, yeah, it's if you get a little bit of performance in your battle, I'll count that.
Okay.
Because this is like you're in the middle of the big number. So this is the big number.
The big number.
The big number is literally this. So keep it up, Atron. You're up.
Ataran, as soon as Darius finishes, shouts the same. It is really too bad you have to reduce yourself to such petty criminal activity when you fear our power and our success, Delmar. You have nothing and we have the future. And Ataran's just going to gesture with a hand and point at Delmar as the spiritual weapon of Nocticula goes flying at Delmar to stab them.
Oh no! Wait, what's the movement? How far will it get?
120 feet range.
Damn, that's not fair. He needs to run away more.
Medium range and long range spells are so good.
26.
Oh no! You barely hit him.
8 damage, and then I will do it again.
He's very dexterous.
Oh, only a 9. Womp womp.
Not even close.
And Ataran, the cauldron's like back, like 15 feet from the curtain. But Ataran looks at Chilagosh and says, Chilagosh, we are on. And Ataran's eyes glow briefly, and Chilagosh will start to glow as well. Ataran is glowing violet. And like dark violet energy will flow out of Chilagosh's mouth as Ataran drinks it in, regaining a focus point. As I use refocus, or not refocus, where is it? Scrolling up, familiar focus. And I regain a focus point. And Ataran just gestures out to the rest of the 3 rings and looks curiously at the third person who's not doing anything and will say, maybe they realize what's happening here is wrong. Would you help us?
Alhara, you are laughing. You are fighting. You got arrows in you. God, there's so much going on. You're a mess.
Oh my goodness. All right. Delmar Glavin, that jerk, is going to wish he had never pointed that damn thing at me. First action. Because I'm not slowed anymore, right?
No.
Fantastic. Okay, let's see. I don't have panache, but I do have pretty darn good speed. So here's what we're going to do. First action. I'm going to run all the way around him. 50 feet, 2 moves,
Nice.
all the way, running right past him,
Excellent.
around him, cornering him in, not giving him an opportunity to get anywhere else. Action number 2, he's going down. Bow staff to the top of the head, hopefully with a fantastic cracking sound. Let's see it. 18 to hit. Didn't roll so good, only a 4 on die. How's an 18 to AC sound?
Not even close. He's incredibly ninja and quick and easily manages to avoid these attacks.
4 on die will do it. I'm sure he saw it coming, but I'm setting up my brother in a great position to take this guy down. End of turn.
Hap is up. Hap just saw 3 arrows whiz by her.
She's actually, I can't say she's unfazed. She's a little bit phased. Just a little bit phased.
Hap isn't injured, right?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good to go.
This is the third round of your fast healing. I'm just
Yeah, I
tracking.
haven't actually had... it worked a little bit. There was just so much healing going around that. All right. Let's see here. I'm going to do my. I'm gonna move less than half my speed. I'm gonna move 10 feet, and I'm gonna combine it with a dance as performance. All right, 18 with a nat 2 on the die, but that's fine. That's fine. Hey Darius.
Yes, ma'am.
Hot bod. Wink. As you
What?
as you kind of glow like hot hands, but your whole body, and you are hasted with 2 actions.
Ooh, what? Tell me about the new haste in PF2.
Hot bod.
Oh yeah, I gotta push the button.
Push the button.
I got so excited that I got to say that to Darius.
Your spell of cast awkwardness has worked.
Oh my gosh.
Quickened condition.
Yeah, so you get 1
Strike
action.
and stride. Those are my 2 favorite things.
Those are your 2 favorite things.
Okay, Delmar goes. What did Darius do? Oh, that's right. He got into stances. And stuff.
I moved, healed Ahara, and then mountain stanced. But now,
Oh.
ooh.
Okay, Delamar goes. Boy, that was a silly thing you tried to do. So Delamar, so fast, oh so fast, way faster than Alara can tell, pulls out his rapier and attacks you all in 1 action.
No.
Yes, because they
Fellow
are.
swashbuckler, eh?
Pretty much.
Rogue, more like.
Swashbuckling rogue. Maybe one better and higher level than Alhara. 9 points of damage as he hits you. He strikes you. Wow, that was a terrible roll, too. Oh, he rolled a 9. Oof. He only gets a 26.
This jerk is going down.
You think that? You would
I think
think that.
I do think that.
He's a mean man.
Yeah, he's mean. He is mean.
I mean, this is our circus. We're the heroes. We will prevail.
And by prevail, we mean hopefully apprehend you, but maybe kill you.
Yeah, he'll attack you again. Oh, 29 on the second attack.
Damn.
Pokes you again, 9 points of damage.
99?
Yeah. He's just easily getting through your defenses as if you're nothing. And
I am not happy about this. I am visible. I am
Yes?
distraught.
Are you angry?
I'm really sore. I'm really sore about it. Is he running away?
Yes. He's running
Oh.
away
Vanessa is quite
Steven,
cross right
west
now.
side towards
Steven?
his allies. What?
Steven, can I just be 6th level really quick? Just like for a second. Can I be 6th level?
It wouldn't have mattered.
It would have. Can I be
Nope.
6th level for a
Nope.
second? God,
No.
I need to be 6th level really
I
quick.
know you do, but you're not going to be because
so
now,
mad.
there you
I'm
go.
so angry right now.
They're running away. They're not dumb. He doesn't want to get hurt by you. Please. Please, girl. Okay. Up is Renana.
Ruana.
Ruana. She, let's see. She's angry that she missed so much and she heard Hap say bad things about her. So let's do something, shall we?
I did? Oh, I was just saying that after you.
Oh, she heard that. She heard it through the ethers.
Oh no, she's a Deadpool.
That's right. She heard it through the 4th wall. She's like, I heard you say that, Hap. And just for that, I'm casting a spell. She casts a spell, True Strike, and attacks you with the bow.
Well, don't miss this time. That'd be really embarrassing.
Gosh, I'd hate to eat, like a d6 of damage here.
But then she moves up, closer to her buddy, and attacks you. Once. There we go. So she hits you with the 26, and it takes 6 points of damage.
Wow. Okay.
But you're wondering, I wonder if there was something on that arrow, because I'm not feeling
great.
very good. I'm not feeling very good.
Oh no! Come on,
Oh, no.
Steven!
And Aris is like walking a little bit towards everyone, and he's got his daggers out, and you notice around him he has smoke that is around him, and now he's concealed inside the smoke, and the smoke is in the shape of a green dragon.
Nice.
He's concealed inside of that. Darius is up.
Hold on, I'm gonna draw something.
Are you drawing Trogdor?
I see Trogdor.
Exactly what I was thinking.
Hey, you got rid of the darkness.
Oh no, I didn't mean to click that. All right, whatever. I'm sorry. I can't move my draw. Here we go.
There, you can draw your
My
darkness.
drawing. I'm trying to make a dragon around him. It's not working. Whatever. All right, so Darius. Yeah, I draw a little smoke on him. Darius is now full of this fiery, magical speed. It just gives him 2 extra actions that he can punch or run with, right?
1 extra action. And those are your 2
one
options
additional
for it.
action at the start
Yes.
of your turn.
It's
Got it,
one
got it.
additional, but you have to do one of those 2 items.
And I don't think it has to be at the start of your turn. I think it's just whenever you want to use it.
Awesome. So he zips up to, what's his name? Dalamar?
Yep, Dalmar.
That's his haste action. Hello.
Nice haste action.
He still has 3 actions. Still in mountain stance. And he does nice big flurry of blows.
Take him down, brother.
23 to hit. First shot.
Miss.
Serious?
You miss.
Second shot, way worse.
Oof.
Miss.
Easily dodging these attacks, like slowly too.
Oh.
Picking up his leg here, moving his arm there. He's waiting for you to even touch him.
2 actions.
Oh, I can send my dagger after him more.
Do that.
Mm-hmm.
I think Darius has this thing. Yeah. No, we already used it. All right, let's just keep punching him and for the Hail Marys. Second action is a punch. Whiffity whiff whiff. Third and his 4th action from total of all actions, another puncho.
-10. You still rolled. You got a 21, but not even.
Yeah, I gotta be way better than that. Yeah,
No.
all his hits. Whiff whiff whiff. He like blinding speed. And then
He's like Wonder Woman.
yeah, exactly.
It's like
he's
deflecting-
watching my
yes.
fist. Do you remember that scene from the first Spider-Man movie with Tobey Maguire?
Yes.
Where Flash Thompson like punches
Yes.
him and he like looks down his arm, then
Yep.
back at Flash, then back down the arm, like
Pretty
that.
much. That is exactly you. You are so slow to him that you haven't even come close yet.
That's it. I'm out.
Ataran is up.
Ataran is moving up and just gestures again, bringing the spiritual weapon flying over to Delmar.
Okay. You try to hit him with a spiritual weapon, a cheater's weapon.
Wow.
A beautiful weapon.
17,
Big
not
miss.
even close.
Big miss. And we'll... Let's see. Too far. And... Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to do it again.
Can you attack more than once?
Yep, I can keep concentrating on it. I missed again.
11. Critical miss. Actually, it's even lower.
And that's the end of my turn.
6. Alhara, you have 2 large stab wounds inside of you, and you have been left in the dust.
I'm so mad at you.
You wait. It's going to get worse.
Steven,
What?
I'm mad at you personally.
What? What did I
Whoa.
do? What did I do?
Okay, I'm not really.
Oh, okay, Jesus.
I'm just upset at the situation, okay? I'm feeling very emotional and kind of hurt, and oh my gosh, I want this chick to die so much.
Well, it's only going to get worse. Go do your worst. Let's see what happens.
Okay. Oh my gosh, don't like it. All right. First action, I'm going to run around the corner 30 feet, catching up with this jerk. Second action, I'm going to trip him. I'm going to just send him going to the ground. She brings around her bow staff and just sweeps it under his legs, hoping to knock him down.
Good ahead.
Roll a 10, 23. I'm going to feel dumb against his reflex defense. I'm sure that's his most amazing defense.
Not even close.
All All right.
Like, to the point that you try to trip him, he, like, literally puts his foot up and moves it out of the way, like, slowly. And he just looks at you and smiles.
Okay. Knowing Darius is
He's looking at you all. He's like, I'm waiting.
Yeah, I know.
I'm waiting.
He's fantastic. Darius is fantastic about getting these jerks to sort of trip up. So here's what I'm going to do. It's a little cheesy. I'm going to use acrobatics to tumble through, hoping to get some panache for next turn. But I'm going to take a rather
But you're going to get a minus...
No.
Is it an attack?
It's not.
Oh, okay.
It is not. It's just a skill check.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to take a rather odd approach. First, Alhara cartwheels across the front of the stands, and then she attempts to cartwheel into his space, appearing like she's going to like flip over him, and then just ends up doing this sort of fake out slide underneath, and then jumps back into her own space. That's what she's trying to do.
So
First I move into a flanking position.
You're doing this
then
right
I try
in
to
front of
tumble
the
through.
crowd, too.
Right in front of the crowd.
You were literally 5 feet from the first row of the audience.
Splash zone.
Splash zone.
There is a
There
sweat
is.
spray, I'm sure, from as
Yeah.
hard as Alhara is working to pull this off. Here's my acrobatics check.
I believe you Kurgians call that holy water.
Oh, crap. Not even close. 18. That might be a crit. What's that against? Reflex?
Reflex. It's a 4 on die. The dice roller is so mean to me tonight.
It's not a critical failure, but it's
Thank
awfully
gosh.
close.
All right, which means that my movement ends in the square I was last legally in, which also happens to be a flanking position. So I've accomplished one of my 2 goals. I'm okay with it. End of turn.
Yep. Now, this is the fun part. Whether he's doing it on purpose or accident, you, like, all attacking Delmar, and you missing constantly. He's sort of flourishing while you're all... It's like a kung fu movie, but you're all missing him. It's just left and right. Attack, trip, attack, this, that. Meanwhile, they're just hitting you guys left and right. Not for a lot of damage. In fact, very little damage. But like a tap here, a tap there. Almost as if they're playing with you.
And this
You're
is
up.
Hap's last round of fast healing.
That's right, Hap, you're up.
Um,
Did you take your 6 points of damage before? No,
yeah, I
you
took
didn't.
it. I did. I healed it back because of the fast healing.
Got it.
Word. Cool.
All right. I'm going to do a regular move. This is I'm moving too much to add a perform check to it if I have to move, half or whatever. So, and I feel like that's fair. So I'm going to do a regular move, but I still need to get a performance. So I'm going to just straight up roll performance here and then have 1 action left. Hey, 25.
Cool.
That's something.
The crowd doesn't know what's going on. Now the crowd's very confused.
Yeah. And then I'll use my last 1 action to elemental toss at Ruana. But it is a beautiful toss because I did take a moment to use perform.
Cool, there's 5 of her.
All right, I'll attack Delmar. It's probably gonna miss because he's got this crazy high AC. Let's see.
You
Let's
can
see,
attack
though.
her. There's just 5
No,
of her.
I'll hit Delmar. Ugh, 21. Not gonna do it.
You miss.
Oh wait, what did I roll on that? I can't tell what the D20 rolled.
You rolled
Did I roll
4.
an 11? I rolled a 4.
11.
Okay.
You rolled an 11.
But
No,
I
sorry, you
roll-
rolled an 11. You rolled an 11 plus 4 plus 6, yeah.
Oh, okay. 10's my attack bonus. For some reason, I thought it was higher. I'm just thinking of my perform. All right, good to go.
Well, let's see. Your ability modifier is 4, and your miss is 6. I don't know. Does that sound right, or is it higher than that?
My spell attack roll. Let's see what I have in my character sheet here. My spell attack is plus 12. So,
I think it's 2 off then.
yeah, I think it's still a miss. Like, because it's just going to turn into a 23.
23. Why is
Yeah.
that too low? All right. You still miss. Delamar's
but
up.
it's close. But it's close.
Looking at all of you. He's just laughing. Being in front, he says very loudly, and does this as 1 action. He is so confident he's literally wasting actions to advertise the circus. He says, "Look at these buffoons! Come to the real circus, where we don't cause our performers to die." And then he whips out and throws into the audience dozens of tickets into the front row, and they scatter into the front row like confetti. So that was one action for him to do that, and he could do that since he has a quick draw feat, and he just throws it everywhere, and he's advertising for the circus. He does that with one hand. To the other hand, he has this little rapier in his hand, and he sees Darius on one side and Alhara on the other side, and he's just smiling at Alhara. Just decides to attack you.
Oh
Again.
my god. What?
28!
No! Roll in that one. Would you just roll in that one for once?
11 points of damage. He just pokes you. He's not trying to hurt you. He's just sort of just showing you who's boss. A poke here, a poke there, and then what shall he do? Well,
Just stop it.
and then he sees Mr. Darius, and he sees the flanking, and then instead of attacking you again, he just takes a little old step.
Oh, hold on, sir.
No, does not provoke.
He's using
What do you
the
mean?
step action.
Step.
Oh, it's a
Step.
careful
Yep.
step or what have you.
He is not an idiot. He can tell your stance and see what you're doing. Okay, Renana's up. There's 5 of her. She pulls out her kukri, and then she does a little feint on Alhara to make her all messed up.
Why?
What?
Nothing. I'm just so sad. This is not going Alhara's way.
29.
Oh my gosh.
So I presume that works.
That is a critical success against my perception DC.
Okay. She feints you, and you are flat-footed
Mm-hmm.
to all attacks,
Mm-hmm.
not just hers. And after
Mhm.
she does that, she also has this ability where she steps and then strikes you at the same time. But she still misses with a 16. So she hits
Oh, no.
18 because you're flat-footed, so you're still missing.
It's still a miss, but still. Oh my gosh.
You're flat-footed.
Yeah. Yeah, AC is effectively 21 at the moment against apparently everyone. Alhara is so confused at Delmar's just fancy blade work that she's just like a bit dizzy.
Okay, and she says, Avis, get in there. What are you doing? And Avis is, again, inside this, like, cloud, and decides to bring the cloud with him and goes here to he's sort of running interference, but he's not attacking. He just seems to be being very passive. So it doesn't seem to be into this fight at all, and just sort of walks somewhere between Atron and Hop just to act as a barrier. So now it's hard to see past him because he is covered in a 5-foot by 5-foot cube of green smoke that looks like a dragon, so you can't see through him. In fact, he's going to go right now.
Gosh, darn it.
Darius is up.
Why is he such a jerk?
You guys haven't hit a single person yet.
I
by
haven't
the way.
touched
Yeah.
anyone. I'm not.
Hey,
a threat.
I hit somebody.
No,
That's
you
true.
didn't.
Should I pile on?
Yeah,
Delamar?
I hit the guy at the beginning. I hit Delamar with spiritual
Alhara,
weapon.
who do you want me to beat up?
Oh, you're right. You hit him once.
I don't care. What is happening?
Okay, I will move into position.
For what it's worth, I've taken way more damage from Delmar.
He is just poking you like
Oh my
a
gosh.
stuck
To
pig.
Delamar.
He's just poking
You're
you like
gonna
it's
block my
nothing.
burning hands.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't know
right.
where you're going or what you're doing.
Oh,
All
that's
right,
the whole
that's
point.
fine.
So-
I can do something
We're all
else. That's
blocked.
Position
fine.
yourself wherever you need to make your hands work. I bet you can do it. And he will start to punch. That was his hasty move. Flurry of blows.
On who?
19 on Delamar. Is that a miss?
Not even close.
24.
Nope. Oh. You managed to hit.
Nice. Now he makes a stunning fist. DC 21 fortitude save. You missed. Is he super high level than me?
Yes,
Then he's fine.
that's correct. He does not.
Ugh.
miss.
Oh my god.
Got anything
He
else?
must critically fail to lose one.
That's right.
Yeah, I have 2 more actions. Here comes
All
some more
right.
punches.
Okay. Oh wait, how much damage did you do? 9 points.
9. 22. It's a good roll. But
Miss.
I miss. Whiff, 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 whiff.
Atron's up.
Can I see Ruana?
Not easily. And there's 5 of her.
Yeah, I'm not doing an attack roll. So I think that's okay. Well, I'm probably going to move anyway. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So yeah, Atron moves up. And then Atron's eyes glow violet and they turn suddenly black as they puts their hand out and chants, "You true Kiche Vashish," and like makes a pushing to the ground motion with their hand, and the ground under Ruana seems to like quake a bit, and this like dark old stone deteriorated well appears beneath Ruana as Ataran casts agonizing despair, and their fears rush up to attack them.
We'll see.
It's not actually an attack.
So it's a will saving throw, huh?
Yeah, DC 21. Oh my god.
29.
Alright. Well, that's the end of my turn.
Well, it says here, success. The target takes half damage, just becomes frightened 1.
Yar.
So they get something. So how much damage was that?
Yeah. That would be half 13 is 6.
So would it be able to hit her? It's not an attack, right?
It's not an attack roll, so it ignores mirror image.
Okay, so you do how much damage? 6?
6 damage and frightened 1.
Okay.
Oh, and Ataran says, "We need to focus on her."
Oh, okay. You the boss. O'Hara's turn. All right, enough of this DNC Delamar Rogue Man. Forget that. We're going to go on to Ruana. So the first thing O'Hara's going to do is a tumble through on Ruana and try and get that point of panache. 9. Total is 23 against her reflex DC.
Barely make it. You just
Woohoo!
made it.
All right, so she's going to sort of slide underneath her legs and then jump off in another direction. So Rana's not quite sure what's happening, is flat-footed against my next attack, and we are, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling really good. First attack is going to be with her bow staff, actually. I'm going to hold on to that panache for just a second. Full attack bonus, 27 to hit.
Finally find someone to hit. Oh, right. Mirror image.
Yep, I know.
1d4 to see who you hit, whether it's her or an image. So sorry.
2.
Actually, sorry, not a 1d4. Sorry, it's 4 images. So
D6 reroll 6.
wait, hold on. It says it's only 3 images. So it's a 3 images, and if you roll a 1 on a d4, you hit her. You roll a 2, so poof, one of her images
Image goes
disappears.
away.
I mean, it's progress. All right, I don't want to lose panache at this point, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to hold on to my panache, but I'm still going to make an unarmed strike. So O'Hara spins around, swings her bow staff overhead, pops an image, and follows with a roundhouse kick. But it is agile, so does that 26 also hit armor class?
Okay. 1 in 3 chance of hitting. Roll a d6, and if you hit a 1 or a 2, you hit her. Otherwise, you hit an image.
4.
4.
Smack
There goes another image.
You know, that's fine. We'll just play whack-a-mole with images at this point, I guess.
I love this spell.
And that is it. That is all 3 actions.
Mirror image is very useful.
1 image left. There's 2 of her. Hap is up.
Alright, I don't have...
Hap has a hard time seeing everything.
Yeah.
With the guy in front.
I don't have time to keep performing because like I have to start dealing some damage if we're gonna get through this.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna run past the smoke guy. Hey friend, I don't know who you are, but man, you've picked a bad crowd to run with. And then I'll do a level 2 burning hands on the 2 bad guys that are fighting Alhara and Darius.
I like that little quip to the smoke guy. That was nice.
Well, they get reflex saves.
Yes.
32 on Delamar, so no damage whatsoever.
What?
And 32
Jesus.
Ruana. Looks cool. They just went through it like
my
nothing
gosh.
happened. You done?
That's 3 actions.
Oh my gosh.
Man, these are the lackeys. Wait until you actually see the real people in the circus. These are the nobodies. Oh, Delamar. Delamar. He's just laughing. You guys are just trying to do damage to them. You're trying so hard. You're doing all this panache and jumping around and just casting spells. You barely touch them.
I mean, if he stops rolling 15 on everything.
Them. He's like, all right, let's teach you a lesson, shall we? And actually seems to start being a little bit more serious for the first time ever. Now he's actually starting to pay attention. And he will step here with Darius, getting flanking, and attacks you with his rapier. 22. Barely missing.
23. This is a miss.
Barely
Almost
missing.
only counts in horseshoes and grenades and burning hands.
Now he's concentrating. He's going to attack you really hard.
Yeah, oh,
yes! Critical hit. You take 20 points of damage plus, let's see, 10 points of sneak attack damage plus another 8 points of deadly damage. So 38 points of damage.
Okay.
Oh my
That
gosh.
was one attack. And now he's looking at you and saying, just give up. Leave town and we'll stop attacking. You can't beat us.
We can't beat their D20 rolls, that's for damn sure.
Well, plus he has a rapier. And he has a combination of deadly, crit, and sneak attack. So, Ruana's up. Ruana casts a spell. She is casting a spell on Alhara.
Mm.
Give me a will save.
Why don't? I don't want to.
Maybe you need to run away at your own circus.
Am I at our own
25.
circus? Yeah,
25. Okay. Well, it was fear. So you succeed.
Oh,
which
good. I
means
rolled a
you are-
16. It was my first, 10 plus of the night, I think.
You're frightened 1.
Wait, no, I succeeded.
Yeah, success is frightened 1.
This is crap.
Failure's frightened 2. Critical failures, you're frightened 3 and running.
I hate everything about this.
It's a good spell. It's a good spell. So that was 2 actions for her to cast that. And then it gets 1 action. She gets 1 action. What shall she do? Oh, she has so many things she can do. Oh, she has her Kirkery. And you're flat-footed. She's going to do something really funny. Yes.
Okay, so I was flat-footed till the end of her next turn.
Well, it's faint, so...
End of your next turn, yeah. And so at the end of her turn this time, I'll stop being flat-footed.
Yeah, you'll flat-foot it at the end of her. Right.
Okay,
So-
great.
otherwise, she doesn't get to use it.
I just wanted to make sure.
She's going to do an attack with you, but she's going to trip.
No.
24! She successfully trips you because she's using her
Oh,
attack
that's not
roll.
a trip.
What?
What?
Attack
What?
roll.
Trip is athletics against reflex DC.
Not if you use the kukri. You can use this
It
weapon.
still is. Oh, no.
It
yeah,
is.
yeah.
If
It
you use this
100%
weapon
is.
to trip with athletics, you don't have a free hand. Weapons, item, and attack
Yeah.
roll as a bonus to the athletics check. Oh, so
yeah,
is it
it's
just...
athletics check.
Oh, it's still an athletics check?
Correct.
Okay, well, let's
Against
see.
my
She got
reflex
13
DC.
on it, though. I mean, that's still a good roll.
What is yours? Well, I'm looking. It might even be the same thing. It's 11, so it's the exact same roll. Did she hit you?
Okay.
-2, because you're flat-footed.
Yeah, she get what total 24 total against my 23 DC. Yeah.
Boom! She knocks you down. Actually, 21 because you're flat-footed. She
No,
trips
the
you.
flat-footed doesn't affect saving throw DCs.
She's just doing it for fun.
Yeah, well, it was a lot of fun.
Was it fun? She didn't
No.
do damage on you, did she?
Okay, fine. I'm just embarrassed.
That's exactly what they're trying to do. It looks like, from what you can tell, they're really not trying to kill you. They're just trying to embarrass you, and it's working. Like, really embarrass you. And sure enough, the crowd is, not impressed so far. They're, watching it, but so far, if they were going to choose a winner of this fight, it wouldn't be you. Because you have barely scratch the surface. They're dodging, they're weaving, they're hitting you, they're tripping you, they're putting smoke dragons up in the air. Darius just got hit really hard with a flourish. Okay, so the Anvis with the smoke dragon. So instead what he does is he decides to... he is concealed. So I don't think you can use attacks of opportunity on someone concealed, Darius.
Why?
Can't see them.
Oh, it's full total concealment.
That's not how concealment works. You just get a miss chance.
Isn't it just a flat check of 5 or what have you?
Yeah.
Okay. And then in that case, he's just going to carefully walk around you.
Yes, you should be careful.
He's carefully walking over here. And he's using the smoke to try to get somewhere between Hap and Otteron so that you can't see easily his two. He seems to not attacking you at all. He just seems to be walking around with this dragon smoke, and he's using it as an interference effect. But he's not attacking in any way, shape, or form. And I will stop there.
Yee.
Smoke dragon.
You've been listening to Roll for Combat 3-Ring Adventure, a Pathfinder actual play podcast. If you have a question or comment for the show, please visit us at rollforcombat.com. You can also find us and play various games on our Discord channel at discord.rollforcombat.com. You've been listening to Roll for Combat. Until next week, always remember that those ghouls don't want to steal your soul. They just want a hug.